Welcome to Centinela de Cristo.
Blessings, this is Pastor Luis Luciano from Oklahoma. Friday, April 11th. Further thought. Read Ellen G. White, The Revelation, pages 578 to 581. In the book, The Acts of the Apostles. Many world religions simply deal with ideas. In powerful contrast, the ideas found in the Christian religion are anchored firmly in historical events. The Bible is the story of God's interacting with humanity throughout history. And by studying thousands of years of such interactions, we can learn much about the consistent character of God. Sometimes, however, Christians complain that they are getting tired of hearing the same things. Sometimes, when our distinctive prophetic message is being preached publicly, we think that we already have heard it and have nothing new to learn. The fact that our message is unchanging and consistent, however, does not mean that it is simplistic or unchallenging. Quite the opposite. When you are studying information relayed to us from the mind of an infinite God, you quickly discover that you will never reach the end of a subject. Ellen G. White states one of the reasons the book of Revelation was written was to anchor the Christian church in its historical message for all time. She says, some of the younger workers at that time had become weary of oft-repeated truths. In their desire for something novel and startling, they attempted to introduce new phases of doctrine. In the book, The Acts of the Apostles, page 5-8. To that extent, it is not merely a book about the future. It is also a book about the past, designed to keep us rooted in our historical faith so that we are not led astray by a desire to seek originality. Discussion questions. First, the scriptures never fail to yield new information and new understanding. How does one balance the desire to learn something new with the importance of staying anchored in the truth that we already have been given? Question number 2. How should the church respond to new interpretations of prophecy? Though we know that there's always more to learn, how do we discern whether the new light is essential or just a fad or even error? Question number 3. In World War II, as a sailor in the Pacific lay dying, he cried out to the medic, "I'm an orphan. When I die, who will remember me?" The medic responded, "I will always remember you." However well-meaning the medic's words, sooner or later, he also would die. And so would the memory of the orphan's savior. How does this account help us realize the futility and meaninglessness of all our lives if death ultimately has the final say?